both Liverpool. Well, it will be Bradford to start this game live on BBC Radio Shropshire. The referee is Peter Wright, and Telford will be kicking from our left to right in this first half. Gloomy conditions here, the floodlights are on, and straight from kick-off, Bradford kick it out for a goal kick. A Campion over the halfway line, down Telford's left. It comes back to Campion, who slices his clearance. Burgoyne then drills it against Chip Chalaka's head, 2 yards away, and the ball ricochets off into the crowd, but that could have been a very fluky goal. And it comes off a Telford man, so a throw for Park Avenue over on their right. It's back to the keeper, and now his clearance hits the striker, and now Eusebio looking to barge his way through. Avenue defender who gets it clear. Then in Telford's midfield, they've switched to 4, but we'll break off here on the counter-attack. Potts slots in down the right channel. He's tackled by Campion, and the final touch comes off Potts. Yeah, they're still looking for 7 wins for safety. That's the target, they're saying, but they're defending here, and Chalaka, who's strong and tall, lays it back into the midfield, and the shot is skied, sliced. And Dawson to whip it in. Falls for Kofi, and he didn't realise that the ball was going to land at his feet. 14.5 minutes gone. The ball's played in over the top, and very good interception once again from Ainge. Play the ball on the deck, Steve. That's what Bradford like to do. But that's a nasty challenge on Banchesi. Now that's Priestley, who's gone right through the back of Banchesi and taken him out. Banchesi looks in a bit of pain here. Certainly that's a card, and I've seen those given as a red card. What will the referee do?
Well, he was going to his back pocket.
It's a bad challenge, Steve.
You wouldn't be surprised to see a red card here. It was the fact he came straight through the back of the player, and so often...
It's a red.
I think it's going to be a red. Yeah, he's got the red card out.
He got the red out, and now he's going in the book. Whether he was just... It's a yellow card. Well, first of all, in some pain, but he's back on his feet. It will be a free kick, though. Dawson whips it in, back post, back heel away, and Kofi struggling to get past the midfielder covering in there. Tilt keeps it in play on the dead ball line, into the near post, and it's scrambled clear. And suddenly, Bradford look ruffled. And here's Clancy back in that midfield to Campion. Dinks it forward. And the clearance is against the Telford man and falls for Dawson! Just wide, hit it well, Dawson, on the half volley, and took a touch off a defender on its way through. Here's a free kick then, Dawson, headed on by Rowe, and it loops up, and it had to be tipped over by the goalkeeper. Frank Naggington stand, the grey, cold day here, and it's to the feet of Banchesi, dinks it in. Off the dead ball line, Ainge goes down, falls for Rowe. His shot is charged down by Priestley, extended till the end of the season. That's because Telford had already had him for 90 days. Samuels is played in. Priestley catches him late. Header from Clancy, saved and missed by Rowe. Banchesi, and it's in! Banchesi scores on his home debut. Eusebio with the goal. And Telford lead by a goal to nil. First of all, the save from Mitchell was very good indeed. From point-blank range, stopped it from going in. But Banchesi hit it hard and low from a very tight angle, and he has scored.
Well, relief for Telford as much as anything, because it looked for all the world as though Bradford were going to escape there initially. It all came, though, from great work initially from Banchesi out on this right-hand side.
Buck's head. The one thing I will say there, Steve, is and we had to keep our concentration. But when Samuels got the cross in, Priestley caught him late.
He must be conscious, and surely Martin Drury must be conscious that any kind of indiscretion now will be frowned upon by the referee.
Corner now for Bradford, and an equaliser on the volley. It's Ainge. He strikes it past Burgoyne. Telford, standing like statues, cannot believe that after taking the lead, they have now conceded an equaliser within a few minutes.
Yeah, well, criminal, isn't it, from Telford, really? Absolutely criminal. We heard Larry Chambers say up at Gainsborough.
And now sprints up to the ball, chipped in, falls for Hutchison. Couldn't make contact.
You get the sense that there are mistakes in this game.
And there's room here now. Schofield's found room down the left. He's in the box. He's onto his favoured left foot, then forced onto his right, and a mistake. It's cleared by Clancy. It's an ideal position to go for goal. It's Ainge who drags it straight into the wall, and then it's chipped back into the penalty area. Potts runs it into the box, and it's kicked behind by Campion.
To play on that temper, if you like, and it is something that Curtis Tilt is going to have to deal with.
But just a couple of minutes of added on time, and now a mistake by the defender. Kofi chips the keeper and scores! What a mistake that is by the defender, Ainge. It was a simple ball for him to deal with. He tried to pull Kofi's shirt, and Kofi chips it over the keeper, and it goes in. Telford on the stroke of half-time. Make it Telford 2, Bradford Park Avenue 1.
Well, what a time to score, and that little bit of class that Telford have lacked in attacking areas this season. We've seen a masterstroke there from John Kofi.
That they will be delighted, the Telford management team, as will most of the people here. Now, the test will be, how do they handle being in this situation? Strong challenge by Clancy again. Rowe tries to chip the keeper, and it's tipped over. He nearly got a third there.
To John Kofi, what you can do, I can do better. They're not going to have time to take the corner kick, which is slightly irritating. The referee blowing up for half-time. But again, what great vision. Just recognised there.
They lead by 2 goals to 1. And here's Dawson inside the centre circle. Clips it out to the right wing, looking for Eusebio. Throws it down the line here towards Kofi. Kicked out by the defender. And a throw here for Telford again as they creep forward down this left wing. Rowe lays it back to Clancy. Had his shirt pulled there. Clancy's cross is deflected behind, corner, with yellow boots on. Throws it down the line. That's a good header forward, and they're in round the back, and King went for a shot, saved by Burgoyne, and they nearly had 2 attempts there, Bradford. I just can't understand how Telford could just be so slow in defence in getting themselves into position. They even allowed King a second chance.
Yeah, well, in the end it was such a narrow angle, and the goalkeeper got there.
Cross into the far post, Ainge heads it back into the mix, cleared by Tilt. And Kofi runs into trouble. Here's Potts now on the edge of the area, back down to the left. Dean is causing problems here. He's being watched by Clancy, and it's back out wide to Schofield. Mather, back down the left again. They've got to get a grip of that. Decent here on King. That's a super challenge by Campion. They've got room now as Dawson joins in, gets the cross in, falls for Kofi, half volley shoots, blocked, still in there Kofi. And they get it clear. Living dangerously though, that was very good on the counter-attack.
Hang on and win this game, it would be a fantastic win.
Free kick then from Dawson into the box, headed wide by Hibbert. Free kick into the Telford box, and Burgoyne came for it, missed his punch, and the header's wide from Quilter. A bit of fitness as well as he now makes a run down the left. Kofi keeps it in. Clancy's cross, 2 waiting for it. The defender didn't know what to do. It's Reid who brings it under control. Samuels, who scored against Gainsborough last week, it's a decent cross by him. Headed out there by Marshall, and here's King now. Telford get the ball back in their defence, and Burgoyne swings it clear. Cracking header on by Hibbert. Here's Kofi again. Will he score this time? Hits it hard and low, and just wide. Past the far post. Clearance, and Chilaka gathers it. Freddie down the middle now, and Samuel steps in. He's over on the wrong side of defence, but it's a poor pass by Samuels. And the cross is straight at Campion, who kept his hands behind his back. Another cross comes in. Comes off Hutchison. Chilaka's waiting in there, using his strength to get it clear. Telford in their clearance, kick it across their own area from Reid.
And yeah, good first save, good reaction save as well. It was a narrow angle for Reid. He was always going to be struggling from there, but hit it well.
Clancy's corner, in swinger, header! Just past the far post from Tilt. The players now waiting as Dawson scuffs it. Hibbert back to goal, back to Dawson. He saw that Clancy was square, but felt that he's got to go himself. It's still inside the area, far post. Clancy hits it hard and low, and that's it! They've got a third! It's Isaac Reid who tucks it past the keeper. First touch, and Telford are going to win this game. They've scored 3 goals. It's Telford 3, Bradford Park Avenue 1.
Yeah, well, relief, isn't there? That's the overriding emotion with just over 3 minutes to go. Sheer relief around the New Bucks head, because it was squeaky bum time, wasn't it, as Alex Ferguson called it here. But that third goal just gives them that bit of breathing space, and listen to what that means to the supporters around us. It was a messy goal in many ways. It was scrappy. I think it was Sean Clancy's shot, actually, that he completely... Suspension next week.
Clancy now plays it down the left, and Reid will just take it into the corner. Defender steps over, and it comes off Reid. On as a substitute. Telford having some defending to do here. Coley runs in from wide right into the centre. And there we go, full time. Telford win by 3 goals to 1. An important win. Depending on what's happened elsewhere, the gap may have been narrowed to 2 points.